Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 6, Episode 8. You guys, I'm smiling because I have a little ditty for y'all later on in the episode, in the review, I should say. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling like I know the song. I'm ready for it. That big Lyrica. Anyway, you guys, let's get to it, shall we? All right, Rockstars, first let's start off with K. Michelle. So K. Michelle is going to sit down with Tone, right? So just so she can get some things established that, you know, she should have had established with the girl from the very beginning, okay? Who has to go back and correct issues already before she's even been impregnated, you know, or implanted with the baby or babies. Because isn't K. Michelle trying to have twins or triplets or something like that? If you ask me, she need to let the whole thing go. Okay, at least as far as Tone is concerned, get her somebody else that does this professionally, that, you know, is not going to have, you know, because everybody already has access to Tone. Some tell me she ain't gonna use this girl, but we're gonna go on with it, you know, we're gonna roll with it, you know, because that's what she's saying for now. But she has a problem with the girl being on social media. You guys did point out to me last week that K. Michelle was the one that introduced her to the world when she, you know, had her at her listening party and all of that. So it's just sort of like, you tell everybody about her, but you mad that she's on the internet saying the same thing that you said at your show. Well, what sense does that make? But maybe, you know, hindsight is 20/20. So K. Michelle tells her that, you know, she don't want her to be on the internet talking about it, saying we one big happy family. This is business. I don't want to have a relationship with you. But you already have a relationship with her. I mean, the girl feels like you guys are friends. So now you're trying to renege on the friendship, but, you know, just stay friends with her. Have the baby with somebody else. She also has a problem with the boyfriend. I thought the boyfriend was a rapper. That's my mistake. You guys. Anytime I hear contract or some black man, I'd be like, oh, here we go. You know. No, he was just trying to get the contract together for his girlfriend Tone. And I mean, I guess you would need to have a contract, but K. Michelle doesn't see any need for him to be in this process, you know, involved at all, because they're not even married, and she's not in this with him. She is in this with Tone. Again, there's plenty of women out there that will have this baby for you, and you won't have to worry about all of this. Just err on the side of caution. Okay, don't have a baby with that child. But she says that she's comfortable now. She had to talk with Tone. They clear on everything. So now she can move forward with her country music. She been writing, and you know what, she her. So she meets with, what's this guy's name? He's a country music singer, Christian Bush. She know he know the game, so they're gonna sit down together and just chop it up. So when Christian gets there, you know, he got his guitar, because I'm sure that Christian, you know, travels with his guitar all the time. Nigga, we at a damn restaurant. He sits down with her and he's talking to her about, you know, what she's been doing, and she says she's been writing, and, you know, she's just ready to kind of take the country world by storm. He says, well, you know what? You just gotta get out there. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Ain't nothing to it. Yo, I got all this singing in my soul today. I feel like anyway, he say that it ain't nothing to it. You just got to get out there, call the Opry, because I did not know that you could just call a Grand Ole Opry and be like, I'm assuming that's what he's talking about, right? And say, hey, yeah, listen, I've been an R&B singer for the last 10 years, but all of a sudden I want to switch over to country, even though K. Michelle has told us plenty of times that country music is in her soul. That's what she started with, you know, her yodeling days. She kind of feels like that's where she lives. That's where her heart is, okay? So then because he happens to have his guitar with him, you know, he whips out his guitar and he's doing a little impromptu, you know, just kind of vibing off the cuff, and they actually sound good together. You know, I would like to see K. Michelle be able to do this country thing, especially because Christian said that, you know, the country world is there for them to bust through. Look what Lil Nas X did. I said, child, we're going to forget about Lil Nas X. Quit using him as an example. Although he's a cute little kid, country singer. Y'all saw him doing that Tron shit at the VMAs. He ain't trying to stay as no country rapper or whatever y'all trying to pigeonhole him as. So anyway, he says, get on out there. She says, even with the racism, he says they're not going to see black or white, you know, they just gonna enjoy the music. I said, well, Christian Bush, I don't know where you been, but maybe your South is a little different than the one that I know of. But we'll see what happens. K. Michelle said that she's there, and she's her. April says because Paris is there to catch her a Chirac man, you know, she is actually going to go home to visit with her family, which she usually does. Okay, she's gonna go see Cha-Cha, which is her mama. You guys remember Cha-Cha from the first season when she was on there. Her and April had a very troubled relationship. April told us, if I remember clearly, that Cha-Cha was hot in the ass and left her to the granny, and then came back, and then it was very difficult trying to be around the mom because she was very cut off and closed off. And you know, we kind of also attributed it to her, you know, being a different culture, you know, April probably not quite understanding her mama and vice versa and all of this, right? So they had a fucked up ass relationship back then, but since she's had her own kids, her and her mom have been able to mend the fence, and they are actually now best good girlfriends. So she's there to see Cha-Cha. And Cha-Cha looks exactly the same. And I mean that. We're not talking about people mama, y'all. So, you know, April is just kind of sitting down and thanking her mom, you know, even though it was difficult when she was 5, she was giving up to the granny. Then the mom came back at 11 and took her, and, you know, it was just like she was rebelling, and then nobody was telling her what was going on, because a lot of times as parents, we don't tell our kids. We just feel like our kids need to know, you know, they on a need to know basis. Just do what the hell I say. But see, sometimes that kind of sentiment fucks your kids up. There's a way to let your children kind of know what's going on, but also, you know, making sure that they understand that I am the parent. I'm making the damn decisions around here. But I'm gonna let you know what the fuck is going on. So she tells her mom, you know, she thought her mom was just horrible until she had her own kids, you know, and now she realizes she was a good mom and she did everything that she could, you know. She really appreciates her. Oh, well, that's nice of you, April. Yeah, because Cha-Cha said, you know, I had a bad reputation going to work. I'm fucking around. Okay, let me rewind that back, act like you didn't even hear that. Anyway, she's telling her mom how, you know, even though shit got real rough, and even the mom started to come out there and check on her often because she just could tell that her daughter was in dire straits. That old LTFP, that's right, little tiny Fizzle Pop, was there in a pinch. He took care of her. You know, he was there for her, and she loves him for that. Because her life was spiraling out of control after her and Omarion broke up. And speaking of LTFP and Omarion, the concert is tonight. Why Cha-Cha want to go see? That's what I'm talking about. You know, Cha-Cha, stay home with the grandbabies. April say that everybody got a problem with her being there, and she just doesn't understand why. You went to the show in LA. It's gonna be the same in Chicago. Why the fuck you got to go, April? The mama say, don't worry about what everybody else say. Just do what you want to do. I guess she gonna think about it, you know. But while she's in Chicago, she gonna go visit all her you know, all her Chicago homies. Ryan from Black Ink Chicago, y'all remember she was on the show evidently last season. Willie, what's his wife's name? Was it Shonda? Was that what her name was? What did I used to call Willie? I used to have a name for him, you guys. I'd be having so many names, I don't remember unless I do it over and over and over again. They didn't last that long. But anyway, she goes and visits them, and, you know, they all around. And I was like, oh, okay, a blast in the past. Willie was just in the blogs just recently, fucking around again. I said, that Willie ain't gonna get right. He just ain't gonna be able to do it, y'all. I mean, they had a baby and everything. Anyway, I'm getting off track. She has all of her friends, minus Ryan, because I think Ryan was like, she just a little too crazy. Then she said, I'll give you the pussy if you do something. I said, girl, you gonna get that pussy away no matter what, huh? They gonna have dinner and drinks, you know, and April stands up and she just tells them that she's so thankful that, you know, everybody is around and supportive, and, you know, she's so happy to be home, and yada yada yada. I forgot to mention that little tiny Fizzle Pop is there as well, and this is actually before the show. He has a show that night in Chicago. Little tiny Fizzle Pop, you know, chimes in and says how difficult the tour has been, because, you know, everybody is just chiming in on their relationship. You know, they just friends. The fact that April is around and it makes everybody so uncomfortable, you know, little tiny Fizzle Pop just don't appreciate the fact that everybody is assuming something, that this relationship or this friendship is not, okay? I was like, somebody better keep it real at that table. And I mean now. And Willie was just like, yeah. Was it Willie D? I think that's what I used to call him, you guys. Willie D, that feels like that's what it was. Willie D says, well, you know, you just got to look at it this way. When B2K first started, y'all was all friends. Y'all was all homies. Now, y'all done got older. You involved with Omarion's baby mama. You know, this just doesn't, it's going to make shit uncomfortable. Why can't the hoe stay home? That ain't what he said. But that's what he should have said. Because you don't need to be at every fucking show. Are you a groupie? Okay, what you need to go again for? You got LTFP all the time to yourself. You know, Willie was just like, I just want to know what it is. I mean, are y'all together or not? April was like, you mean this man sitting next to me? And, you know, am I in love with him? No, but I could fall in love with him. We could be together because he has been there for me. You know, it was like, is that a violin sound? It's the same shit over and over and over. I said, that nigga got the damn antidote, don't he? I mean, he is really the one, I guess. I said, okay, April. Like Paris said, well, these two are in love. They insisting on trying to keep telling us that they just friends and everything, but the way that April speaks so passionately about him and the way he's so super supportive, I bet you Moniece wishes she could get that kind of support from her baby father, because let her tell it, she ain't never got it. I said the only time I guess them two was friends was when they was fucking. Paris is just like, everybody would just be more comfortable. And I was just telling somebody this, if you guys would just be like, yes, we're together, okay, yes, she used to be with Omarion, oh well, he don't want her no more, I'm little tiny fizzle pop, I am in love with her and we are together. But this shit that you guys keep on doing is insulting, and that's why everybody is just sort of like, she goes on and on again about, you know, the greatness of super LTFP. All right. And her mother is so thankful. Her stepfather is so thankful. So much that the mama started, I said, Cha-Cha, don't cry. You know, she's like, you guys. But she has made a decision that she's not going to go to the concert tonight. Little tiny fizzle pop feels bad. Nigga, if you don't go and make your fucking money, you can still see her afterwards, okay? It is not that big a deal. And when Paris sees her, she says, you know what? She is Team April and Fizz. All right? All she needs to do is for them to come clean and everybody will be fine with it. I agree. Well, I ain't fine with it because, you know, that shit is kind of a violation. But I realize that shit happens, and I guess you can't, you know, the heart wants what it wants, but you know, I'm just like, I'm so sick of little tiny fizzle pop in April. All right, you guys, and then we got Apple. She said that, you know, getting these bigger tits have been more painful than she's ever experienced. Maybe because you got gouged while you was wide awake. Some people said that they have these surgeries, and if they can't afford, or if they can't, don't have an anesthesiologist available, then people just go under the knife. Like, I cannot imagine. We've already talked about that, but I'm just floored that these things actually go on and that is legal. So she's at home, she's recuperating. She says it's been terrible, it's been hard. She got her fake sister, who she feels is like her real sister as far as, you know, their spirits are connected, and she don't really have any other help. I said, what happened to the lesbian that was there last season? We ain't seen hide no hair, old girl. I guess she out and sis in, and she's helping take care of her. Now Brittany B comes on by, because, you know, they both from Compton. Brittany B comes by with some flowers and sits down with her, telling her about trying to remind her what happened at the event last time that she saw Apple. Remember, she was fucked up at that event, you know, couldn't even remember her lines. Mona was like, get her drunk ass off of here. So she was just like, you know, so what happened? And Brittany B was saying how, you know, it's the same shit again, that she knew Lyrica back in the day before she was anything. She used to write for her, but now all of a sudden she trying to act like she don't know her. But to me, the whole thing is, so what if I act like I don't know you? So what if you act like you don't know me? I don't give a fuck. Okay, because me knowing you ain't gonna change nothing that goes on in my damn life. So I'm not really understanding why, you know, Brittany is so fucking pressed about this. But whatever. She's saying how, you know, that's been the problem with her and Lyrica and Apple, because, you know, that's Lyrica's her homegirl, Brittany B is her homegirl. You know, she give her a little bit of sense. I say it must be the medication. She says that the best way to solve these things is for them to just sit down and talk. That's always the best course of action. And Brittany B says, you know, if the if the situation presents itself, then, you know, maybe she will. Okay, maybe. So, you know, they just still talking, and Lyrica's talking about, you know, her fake sister being there, and nobody being around to help. Mostly because she kicked her mama out, you know, a year ago. They ain't really talk. You know, the mama's on drugs and alcoholic and all of that. Remember, she told us that last season. So she doesn't have really a good relationship with her mom. But we also found out that she got like 5 or 6 siblings that she also don't have a relationship with. And I was like, that's different. Okay, like from the mom. Usually sisters and brothers that are from the mother, for some reason that I have noticed, they are usually ones that will keep in touch. Sometimes the daddy siblings, well, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be, because y'all will be like, no, that's not what it is, because I'm real close to my daddy's side, and y'all be acting like I'm talking in absolutes. I'm not talking in absolutes. I'm just saying what I have known, but it might be different for you. But it seems to me that usually sisters and brothers from the mother are closer. Okay, usually because the mom, if the dad and the mom aren't together anymore, she usually is the one that keeps all of her kids. Okay, so again, this is just my experience. Don't be in my fucking comments telling me something else. Oh shit. Anyway, and her and Brittany B have the same experience in that sense, because Brittany B hasn't talked to her mom in like 5 or 6 years because of pretty much the same reasons. I guess that's another reason why these two feel like they are friends, because they have some things in common. But Brittany B says that maybe she should talk to her mom, and she's like, well, maybe she should. So later on, we see her actually talking to her mom. Her sister, her real sister, set up this meeting between her and her mother. Now I'm looking at all 3 of them, and I was like, it's a shame. These women are beautiful. Okay, all 3 of them, even damn Apple with that fucking yellow and green hair over there. I said, girl, you ain't had to do all that, okay, with the Sprite hair. But her sister is beautiful. Her mom is beautiful. These are good looking women. It's so sad when Apple starts to tell us the reason why her and her mother and her sister, you know, the relationship got so strained. The mom was, you know, an addict or whatever back in the day, gave the little girls to the grandmother, meaning Apple and her sister, and then the granny, because she couldn't really control them, I guess she felt like them girls was so much like Apple's mom that when Apple's mom had triplets, okay, the granny just kind of let Apple and her sister go to foster care, and then she went on and concentrated all her time on her 3 other triplet grandchildren. Of course, that is going to cause quite a bit of resentment and I would imagine a whole bunch of other problems in a family. So when she's telling this whole story, I felt so bad, because I was just like, damn, you know, she was just like, you know, you hear about the foster care system and you hear about the kids running away. Her and her sister ran away. You know, she was selling her body on the street so she could have food to eat. I mean, just all of the stories that you hear when people slip through the cracks, and just it gets real funky out there on them streets because they got to try to take care of themselves. So I can understand why she feels the way that she does about her mom, her grandmother, and why she probably doesn't have a relationship with some of her other siblings, because, you know, of all this shit that has happened. And man, it be some shit that goes on in families, don't it? Man, it's just amazing. Like when people get to dying and everything, you start hearing all these stories. It's a wonder that some of us make it from the day to day, right? So anyway, I was listening. I was feeling really bad, because the mom was like, she didn't try to excuse herself. She's just like, yeah, I was just fucked up, you know, and I had a lot going on, and I couldn't take care of you guys, and, you know, she shouldn't have did what she did, but here we are now. She can't change the past. She can only ask her to forgive her, and let's kind of move forward. And Apple, because she's made a lot of mistakes in her life, she says that I can forgive her, and, you know, I can't really forget it, but I can forgive her because, you know, people are human, they make mistakes. But yeah, I was listening to it, and even while they sitting there talking, her sister has to charge her ankle monitor because she's on house arrest. And you know, you gotta laugh to stop from crying, you know, because I just, you know, you've heard these stories, but I was just like, yeah, I was following Apple for a minute on Instagram, and I had to stop because that Apple is off the chain. And it's just like, she seems to have some She's so aggressive and so, I was just like, what is it? What is it? What is it, girl? Do you need me to hug you? Because I want Apple to win. I like her, but she is so fucking rough and raw around the edges. Oh, she is so rough and raw around the edges, but it explains why. So, but I had to stop following her, because I can't stand to be hearing somebody fussing at the damn phone every couple of days. So, child, I mean, you know, I'm gonna love her from afar, but yeah, it was sad. It was a sad little situation there. So Lyrica's here, and she's saying that she's performing her new hit from her new album, Ready. And child, if it ain't produced by Mr. Dalvin from Jodeci himself, I know something. I said, oh, not Mr. Dalvin. Oh, child, I used to have a crush on Mr. Dalvin. Oh, child, that Jodeci bring back some memories, honey. I mean, really. But anyway, let me stick to the subject at hand. Anyway, she's performing at the game, not GameStop, but you know what it's called out there, the guy that owns it I used to go to high school with. Anyway, him and his wife. Anyway, you guys, she's performing, and since I was feeling like I needed to learn this one, considering that I guess in my last video the Mama Dap impression got cut off. I didn't even know. I didn't go back to look at her or anything, but you guys, plenty of you guys told me in my comments. I was like, fuck, you guys act like a bitch can't make a mistake. I don't know what the fuck happened. Y'all know this a new computer. I'm trying to learn this new system. I must have cut it off or it didn't save or something. I don't know. Okay? But since y'all was so upset about that and won't cut a bitch no slack, I took plenty of time to learn the song that Big Lyrica was giving to you guys last night, and I'm just gonna give you a little taste of it. So please pray for me as I step forth in faith. And I have to make ugly faces when I sing it, because that's the only way it's gonna come out right, y'all. I know what you've been thinking. She got that real crazy vibrato, y'all. I know what you've been thinking. All this crazy love we've been making. I want it to believe, so say it like you mean it. Ta 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 ta. Tell it to my body, yes. Oh, that bitch was singing her ass off. I said, Big Lyrica, you best to sing it. Okay, she said she is there. She performing for y'all. She don't give a fuck about Diamonds and Pearls, Mama Dap, and all them. They are draining. But she can't even worry about that right now. Okay, she trying to give it to y'all like only Big Lyrica Garrett can. I know what you've been thinking. All this crazy love we've been making. I want it to believe, so say it like you mean it. Ta 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 ta. Hey, tell it to my body, yeah. Woo! That shit is the jam. I said, Big Lyrica, you gotta hit there, girl. You gotta hit there. Let me get it back down. Y'all got so excited about ta 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 ta. Lil Lyrica's out there in the audience, and she's still feeling bad. You know, she say that she still don't know what she gonna do about Diamonds and Pearls, but she got to worry about little baby Dap, and so. But she is there tonight because she wants to support her mom, and her mom gives her so much hope for the future. You know who else is there? Brittany B. She says that unlike Lil Lyrica, Big Lyrica can sing her ass off, okay? As if Brittany B could do the same. Girl, if you don't cut it out. I guess she's trying to fix the problems between she and Lil Lyrica. So she walks up, and Lil Lyrica, Mr. Dalvin, and Big Lyrica just sitting there talking. Mr. Dalvin was trying to tell Big Lyrica how good he thought that she did, but here come Brittany B taking over, you know. And they all looking up at her like, what is it? You know, Lyrica was like, I know we got into it the last time, you know, she don't like her homegirl, so I hope she ain't up here trying, you know, to have no part 2, because it ain't going down like that tonight. Brittany B just walk up, you know. Mr. Dalvin was like, excuse me, do you not know who I am? Okay, the show, the party, the after party, whatever the name of that album is, y'all. Ooh. 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 Child, them days was not no joke. That's all I'm gonna say. Ooh, the 90s. Anyway, Brittany B was like, no, you know, I just wanted to sit down and talk to you. You know, it ain't gonna be nothing like that. And she ain't really for the bullshit, and we just gonna let bygones be bygones. You know, I know we, you know, had our little issue or whatever, but, you know, she not trying to be on that shit no more. And Lil Lyrica's like, good, because she not trying to be on it no more either. Okay, and plus Brittany B wanted to check on her because she saw about what happened with the Summer Bunny thing. Bitch, do you think I want to talk to you about Summer Bunny? But Lil Lyrica talks to anybody about Summer Bunny or any problems that her and Diamonds and Pearls has. That's the problem. She telling everybody all her business, and then she end up right back with the niggas. See, that's why you look crazy. But before we get to all of that, while they sitting there talking, here come Mama Dab. Child, Mama Dab got her camouflage special on with the hair camouflage colored too. You know, I know last time I saw Big Lyrica, it was a mess, but we have a beautiful grandson together, and I'm willing to try to make this work. She just tells Big Lyrica she ain't really trying to start no mess with her either. She really want to be her friend, okay? And like every other season where Big Lyrica and Mama Dap, you know, hug it out and decide to be friends. You know, Lyrica act like the world is coming to an end, like she didn't see it in the fucking script. That's on page 83. Oh, what is it? Is my mom and Mama Dap really trying to be friends, girl? So they hug it out and they walk off. Okay, and this gives Lyrica the time to talk about her damn husband to Brittany B of all people. Now, bitch, why do you trust her enough to be telling? You know, I really been going through a whole lot with Diamonds and Pearls, and you know, Brittany B is just like, yes, I know. Okay, girl, don't tell her all your business. Do you think that Brittany B is really your friend? You stupid if you do think that. But I really kind of feel like Lyrica just, I don't know. That girl ain't got it all. It ain't all upstairs, okay? Now, while they sitting there talking, who should walk in but Zelda Monster? Because Zelda Monster wants to try to talk to Lil Lyrica about the Instagram live that he did with Summer Bunny. So he walks in and he sees her, Lil Lyrica, talking to Brittany B. And these two got to get into what I call a bag fest between the two of them, which was just so tiresome because it's like, what are y'all arguing about? You know, she was like, I haven't seen you since the event. And he says, yeah, and I really feel like you should apologize to me because of the way you came at Paris. Why do I need to apologize to you about Paris? Okay. Oh, I didn't realize you guys are together. Okay, we are together. We like married. We kind of like when you see Lyrica and Diamonds and Pearls, that's how me and Paris are. She said, oh, I didn't know you like girls. Then he go on and get to calling her a zebra and saying that he don't do zebras, but whoever don't like him can suck his dick. And, you know, then she started to, I was just like, why y'all arguing again? It was just like so tiring. Even Lil Lyrica was like, okay, enough, because what are you guys arguing about? Then Brittany B was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and do what I do best, okay? Make money. And she gets up and she walks away, and Zell said that her booty looked like a steak. Woo! Child, that is my best comeback when bitches got big booties and they got old stank ass attitude. I always come back with old stinking ass booty crack bitch. Okay, wide open asshole. So anyway, she asked him what was up with Summer Bunny. Like, why would you do that? And he says, well, he just happened to get on Instagram one day and he wanted to see what was up with this Summer Bunny because he had heard a lot about her. So he goes onto her Instagram page, and it just so happened that she was doing a live at the time, which, I mean, I suppose that could happen, right? So he clicked on the live and he didn't even get a chance to really talk to her when Diamonds and Pearls and Lyrica was calling him. So it wasn't like it seemed that it was. And she was like, well, you know, I'm going through a separation right now. He's like, what? You doing what? I'm going through a separation right now. He said, no, you not. Don't say that. Don't do that. You and Diamonds and Pearls is like the dynamic duo. I said, nigga, on what comic strip? What paper you reading? Shit. Later on, we find out some girl was in her DMs and told her Diamonds and Pearls met her on the airplane and they fucked that. I said, that damn Diamonds and Pearls is gonna fuck everybody. You just met her on the plane and you done took her back to the hotel and fucked. I mean, I guess that's how they do. But you would think that the nigga, with all the problems that he's having, he can't keep himself together long enough to make it to wherever he going and come on back home and do it to his own wife. Lyrica said evidently this girl had been trying to reach out to her before, and Diamonds and Pearls has her login for Instagram, so he was going in there to her DMs and erasing it out. I said, ooh, well, I mean, at least a nigga got a plan. She tells her friend Sierra, or whatever her name is, she's going to put her shit in storage, take the baby, stay in the hotel. She'll figure out what she gonna do next after that. But she definitely got to leave Diamonds and Pearls' old hoe ass. While she telling her girlfriend, you know, here come Big Lyrica, you can hear in the background, Lyrica, what's going on? What's happening, Lyrica? I said, girl, you was really frantic. You frantic, okay? Little Lyrica, you know, puts her up on game, you know, what whole Diamonds and Pearls is fucking this week. And she was like, girl, let's get the hell up out of here. She said that she gotta move on, you guys. You know why? Because the weather has changed. Y'all don't know nothing about that Layla Hathaway, do you? That first CD, bitch, the best CD Layla Hathaway ever put out, honey. Oh, I love it. I love it. Anyway, I'm getting off track, you guys. We finally see Diamonds and Pearls. He done made it back home. He tells us that he was in a meeting in Miami. He got a notification on him. I'm assuming he has a ring light. He got a notification on his phone that it was some activity going on, and he logged on and he saw that it was moving people there, and that, you know, they was taking all the Lyrica shit out of there, or at least that's what he thought, because she covered up the camera. So he don't know what to do with himself, so he calls his brother Ray J over there to help him through it. You know, Ray J walk in, and as soon as he walk in the room, he's like, what happened? Last time I was in here, it was all full. Lyrica has left him. Well, what did you do? What did you do? I'm gonna need you to learn how to keep your shit in the pants. That's usually what happens when the woman just decides to up and leave like this. Well, he tells Ray J that he met this girl on the plane. You know, she was cool and everything. And it was nothing else. It was nothing else. But for whatever reason, this girl reached out to Lyrica and told her that they slept together. But he say he didn't do that. I said, oh my God. I mean, I guess if you ain't been caught, you know, red-handed, then I guess you just gonna keep on denying. But, woo, I mean, I guess there are women out there that lie, but I'm so sick of Lil Lyrica and Diamonds and Pearls and this foolishness. Why are we trying to force this shit, you know? And while he's sitting there talking to Ray J, you know, he say he don't know where his baby is, you know. It's fine if she want to leave, but she need to see. This is that kind of drama that I was telling you that Lyrica was supposed to have last week. You know, as a daddy, he gonna keep it cool, but still, you know, I need to know where my baby is. Nigga, you know the baby fine. Ain't nothing wrong with the baby. He with his mama. Okay, that's what the fuck the baby is. Nigga, if you wasn't out there fucking everybody that was sitting in plane seat D, we wouldn't be in this damn situation. So while he's sitting there, you know, him and Ray J trying, you know, we gotta help you find your baby, man. They hear something at the door. Something squeak, squeak, squeak. Diamonds and Pearls was like, what was that? He go walking through his empty ass house. Nigga, do you have furniture in there? I mean, we just in the house somewhere, huh? Oh, okay, maybe Lyrica took it all. Then it cuts off. You know, I guess it's to be continued. Okay, who do you guys think is up in that house? What is hoes? That's it. She forgot that they was recording. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I want to sing it again, but I'm not. I feel it, but I'm not. Okay. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.